What's up, everybody, and good morning. It's Josh. I just watched this video from one of the channels I subscribe to. It's Gabriel Kundalini. He always has some really interesting things to say about life, and really resonates with me a lot of the time. And I almost feel like it's the same subject at a different time. It's stuff that I've covered in the past, and some of his old stuff I've covered in the future. Like, we're covering same subjects, but at different times. And so when I hear him speaking about something that I've been thinking about a lot, it really gets me thinking. And the video he had this morning was the root cause of suffering. It's called The Root Cause of Suffering and How to Solve It. Kind of a catchy title there, because it's it's one of those questions that's presented that we really don't have an adequate answer to as to why they're suffering. We've created all kinds of things to explain it, like the devil, evil. Me being a person who doesn't believe in evil per se, and I hope not to offend anyone, I've had a lot of people come and say, how could you not believe in evil? People kill and children die and this. I know what happens. But the word evil, to me, gives it a connotation that it's a living, breathing entity, as opposed to an action that is not considered valid. I could go on about this for a long time, but I want to keep this pretty simple. The root cause of suffering, to me, is almost always self-inflicted. It's a state of mind that we create. And I thought about it for a while, and I thought, well, some people do suffer in pain, because of things that are out of their control. It's not their fault. But then I remembered the term pain and suffering. And even in the very term, we separate pain from suffering, because we know that pain is different. Suffering, therefore, rather than being physical, can only be emotional. And that's my opinion. Suffering being emotional means that we are in control of our suffering to a degree more than we realize. If a person loses their husband or wife, they will suffer. If a person loses their job, they might suffer if they choose to. And others may not. A person may lose their spouse or their kids and may be able to deal with it better than another person. The degree of suffering is directly related to the degree which we are attached and codependent upon others, not just people, but situations around us. We might suffer because something we really enjoyed doing lost, or maybe one of our favorite teams lost. We feel like we suffered because we watch a sports game, or there's a million different types of suffering. But if you want to get down to the true suffering is usually mental anguish brought on by either something bad that happened to a person or something bad that they did to someone else that they feel guilty about. Guilt is a form of suffering too. So to that degree, I would have to say that suffering is usually self-inflicted. Whenever, I have a lot of rough things in my life, and I can choose to suffer because of them or not. So, with that said, do I think that suffering can be eliminated? No, I don't think that it can ever disappear. I think it can be minimized, but I don't think it can be eliminated, because without suffering, we would have no understanding of what it meant to be happy. And we have to have that balance. So suffering is a part of us. It's a part of culture. It's not something we can eliminate. So we cannot eliminate suffering, in my opinion, but we can ease the tensions that it causes by being aware of the big picture of things and understanding how things go together, and realizing that we don't have to suffer because of other people's mistakes if we don't choose to. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got on that one. I'll go suffer for a while and think about it.